guys. So welcome to the finale of the series. This is where I am going to talk about everything that it took for me to get from when I started my weight loss journey to the competition till today. I am post-competition. I decided to make this finale video to give you guys insight on what it really took from the beginning of my weight loss journey to the end of this men's physique competition till today. I'm 3 months post-competition. I started at 270 pounds in 2020. Prior to that, I left the military. I was going through some emotional, like anxiety, depression, PTSD. I had gained, I want to say 80 pounds since I left the military, and my self-esteem was just non-existent. And in early 2020, I decided to change my life. All the diets that I would try were short-term fixes to long-term problems. I thought keto would help, I thought carnivore would help, paleo. And if you're being honest with yourself, all these diets work. If you really stick to them and you commit and you make it a lifestyle, they all work. It is just which one works better for you and which one you can integrate better into your life permanently. I was 270, depressed, anxiety. My girlfriend had left me. I'd broken my leg, my Achilles, which didn't help to my weight gain. I had no self-esteem. I had no direction. I wasn't working towards anything. I wasn't building anything. And I was just at my lowest point in my life, coming from a Marine who set the standard to a 270-pound civilian was just devastating. And I didn't know how to get back to who I knew I could be. My self-esteem was so low, I went as far as going to 4 different consultants for tummy tucks, liposuction, gastric bypasses. I would do anything except that I was the problem. At 25 years old, I got rejected by 4 different doctors. They told me that I was too young, that I had everything within me to lose the weight. I did not need cosmetic surgery, and they wouldn't operate. You showed up to the consult already defeated, and the doctor tells you that, and your self-esteem is now non-existent. And this went on for a year and a half of just licking my wounds. And one day I just woke up and I was so sick of feeling sorry for myself. I knew that I was the only thing in my way of changing or being the person that I knew that I could be. So I woke up, and in my mind it was set. I was either gonna change and get myself out of the hole that I was in, or I was gonna die trying. There was no in between. And every day I got up, it wasn't a huge win. One day I would maybe not eat a cheeseburger. Another day I just maybe would walk for 10 minutes. All these little, anything to would contribute to the change in my body that I wanted to see. But it wasn't really until I committed to something. At first I started with real hardcore keto, which that originally removed the first 45 pounds that I had lost out of my 270. And then I slowly implemented carbs back into my diet. That helped me lose another 20 pounds. And then now I'm 65 pounds down, and now I have some kind of self-confidence. I wouldn't even want to take pictures when I was 270. I felt embarrassed. Around my friends, I would wear oversized clothes to hide the fact that I was fat. There were just so many mental and physical obstacles. My Achilles was still healing in the process, so there wasn't much that I can really contribute to my cardio or squatting. But I would make do with what I could. I finished building this place so that I had a better environment in which to train, less embarrassed going to public gyms. Once I hit a certain comfort level with myself, around 2022, 2023, middle 2022, I decided what would be like a cultivating thing for this weight loss. I had lost 70 pounds around this time, and I thought, how cool would it be if I lost 100 pounds? The only problem was that by now I had steadily been committed to a diet and intense workouts. So now I had experienced high intense workouts and then calorie fluctuations. And now I didn't know how to go further from there to achieve greater weight loss because my weight was steady with these high intense workouts and my diet, and it was very sustainable. I didn't feel hungry. I wasn't tired. I just felt healthy. And as far as my knowledge went in the fitness world, I didn't know how else to lose another 30 pounds. So I figured, why not try to do a physique competition and have an expert show me how to lose 30 pounds clean and make the day of the show, the culminating event of hitting a 100-pound weight loss milestone. And I didn't care what diet he gave me or what workouts he gave me, I was gonna commit to that. And it's hard to change what you're accustomed to and what worked for you, for somebody else telling you something new, because the fitness and diet world, health world is constantly changing, constantly evolving. And one day bread is good for you, one day bread is the worst thing in the world, and you don't know how to commit to certain things because everybody's pulling you in different directions. And so I said, whatever coach says, I'm sticking to, and if it works, great. And if it doesn't, well, at least I know a path to being somewhat healthy on my own. And I took the leap, and it worked, and it took a lot of sacrifice. But I think if you are willing to do what it takes to be the person that you say you are, you will do it. Once I got the new diet from coach and I saw the changes happening and that it was working, it made me more open to trying new things. They can all get you to the same place. It's just, it makes you realize that the perfect diet is the diet that you can stick to. If you can make that part of your life and it's easy, that's what you stick to. It's where you don't see results in 3 weeks, so you change it, and then that doesn't work, so you change it again, and you're not sticking to anything, and you're constantly trying to figure out these get skinny fast programs. You're just never gonna get there. You can't get around the hard work. The hard work comes first, every time. It will never change in anything that you do in life. This just happens to be applied in this fitness environment. For people who really want results, it requires sacrifice, dedication, and discipline. If you're not willing to do one of those three things, you're really not accepting everything that comes with what you say you want. You're not willing to change your bad habits or your bad characteristics or your bad traits that you know contribute to your weight gain, your lack of motivation, your lack of discipline. You're gonna be the same person you were when you started. You have to be willing to do what it takes, not willing to do what you want, which is a big difference. Results don't care about how you feel about the progress or the process. Results don't care about your emotions. Results care about you showing up and doing the work that it is required of you to get the thing that you want. Being part of this fitness world, you realize that most people don't want what they say they want. They just want you to think that they want it. And that's hard because when you are really somebody walking in your truth, it's not fun to be around you to everyone else, because you hold people accountable, because you hold yourself accountable. And people don't like doing what's hard. They don't like committing to something and sticking to it because it requires discipline. It requires strength, mental strength, because it's easy to just eat whatever you want. It's easy to not work out. It's easy to just go on about your life and not prioritize your health until you need to prioritize your health. And then all of a sudden you're a health nut. If you had done it just out of voluntary self-worth, you would never be in a compromising position. I'm also not saying that I'm Mr. Perfect, that everything I do is the right way to do things and follow how I eat and how I should eat and how you should eat, because everybody's different. But I'm also not walking around telling people what I almost accomplished. I either do things or I don't. There is no in between. And it's really about these small mental victories of keeping promises that you keep to yourself. That's what keeps you motivated every day. Telling yourself that you're gonna wake up and walk 10 minutes, and you reassure this mental fortitude. Every day that you keep a promise to yourself, you just reinforce this fortress in your mind over and over and over and over again until you finally start seeing results. And then when you see these results, you realize that you do have what it takes. When you realize that you do have what it takes, you get self-esteem. Now you're trying harder in the gym. Now you're seeing better results. Now you're making better decisions as far as your nutrition or your health, or even outside of fitness and health. You're just making better, clear decisions because it's all with momentum. Momentum gives you the the wind in your sail to keep going. When motivation isn't there, discipline will carry you the rest of the way. But you have to be willing to accept sacrifices and change. You have to be willing to accept that you're not always gonna get to eat what you want. Maybe you're tired of eating the same thing for the third day in the week. You have to know that your result is more valuable than the temporary discomfort that you're feeling. If you're not willing to accept that, then just accept that you're okay with accepting that you're not the person that you say you want to be. You just want others to think that you want to be that person. I myself, I got super complacent after the military, super lazy, no direction, PTSD, anxiety. I had every excuse. My girlfriend broke up with me, depressed, every excuse not to get out of bed, every excuse not to want to change my life. I was making okay money at the job that I was working at, and I had $30,000 to give any doctor that was willing to change my life overnight, and nobody was willing to do it. And if that's not a clear indication of hard work comes first, I don't know what is. Because what doctor would turn away $30,000? He's like, I'll just get $30,000 and he's gonna go back to being fat and I can do this again. 4 different locations, 4 different doctors said that I had what it took within me to do it. And I did. It was just up to me to believe that I did. And that's what ultimately sparked everything else. This YouTube channel, investing in land, physique challenge, all these things now that are outside of fitness, I want to pursue because I have the confidence within me to know that anything that I set my mind to, I can achieve. It doesn't just have to restrict me to this very niche world. And I feel like fitness was the key in all of it. And I think it can help a lot of you. People who have anxiety and depression, it can build your self-worth. It can increase your self-esteem, confidence. Just having a sense of purpose can help you. Right now, I'm currently 3 months post physique show. I was 175 at the physique show, or on stage I was 170. When I had originally started 4 years ago, in 2020, late 2019, I was 270 pounds. On stage, I was 170. I am currently 3 months post my show, and I'm 210 pounds. Would I like to be at 190, 12% body fat? Yeah. And I have all the tools and knowledge within me and environment to get there when I choose to. And I have the confidence within me to know that when I put my mind to it, I can get there. But for now, I am enjoying not keeping track of my calories or consistency of when I'm eating or my workouts. I'm currently on a bro split Monday through Friday, chest, back, shoulders, legs, and arms. This whole journey just taught me that it's really just on you. How bad is it that you want the thing that you say you want? Or do you just want people to think that you want it so you can go home and feel good about the bad decisions that you're making in your life and the terrible and lazy characteristics that you have? And if that's blunt or crude, I would really say, like, be honest with yourself. Because I had to be in the worst way. I had 4 doctors tell me that it was me. So what's more humiliating? You start talking to yourself in the mirror by yourself, really being honest, or having 4 strangers with multiple degrees tell you that you're the problem. I just wanted to conclude this journey with saying I learned a lot. It was tough. I can't wait to jump into other challenges and other adventures and see how far I can go, just because I know that mentally, if I apply myself, I can get far. And hopefully this motivates the right person. I'm not perfect. I don't always have the right things to say. Sometimes I don't know what to say. But if this can help you spark something within you to try something that you've always been afraid to do, or something that you weren't sure of, or give you some kind of self-confidence or self-worth, I'm glad that I made this investment in this new chapter in my life. I hope you guys enjoy my content. I hope you guys continue watching. And until next time, I will keep you guys updated on my Instagram about new adventures coming next year. And like and subscribe. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for following me in my journey, and I love you guys.